Okay, so today's lecture is InDesign tutorial. Adobe InDesign is publication software that you can make your portfolio, ebook, or magazine, or your lookbook kind of thing. So to make a PDF file with multiple pages, this software is to go since you are using Adobe Photoshop and Illustrator to create images. Of course, you can use a PowerPoint to make that happen, but Adobe InDesign has a more, great options in terms of the, connecting the Photoshop and Illustrator for revisions, and also it has more, great function in terms of the design. So for the InDesign, one of the important thing is the file management. So it is important that you maintain the location of files in a designated area. Okay. So when you start the software, Adobe InDesign, you are creating drafts. So whenever you place the image in that draft, it doesn't actually have the contents in that draft. Instead, it create a link from that content from that draft to your images. So if you move those images from the folder to another location, or if you move your draft to the maybe working on another computer without having access to those folder, you will lose those links. Then you cannot really continue on your make portfolios. Okay, so as a starting point, you need to create a folder and then add contents to that folder. And then whenever you want to revise or work on InDesign, you need to bring that folder with you. Okay, so I told you you should have your own flash drive, for this course. So in the flash drive, make a folder, maybe named as a portfolio 1 or, such as, and then put every contents that you wanted to include in portfolio and then bring with you whenever you work on your Adobe InDesign. In terms of the files, you can use a Photoshop file, JPEG file, Adobe Illustrator file, PDF file, but I recommend you use Photoshop or Adobe Illustrators for the post editing. So in terms of the tool that I'm going to show you mainly is going to be the place. So insert image, and then page options, master page options, and then links, and then eventually make a PDF. Of course, because it's the Adobe software, it has a lot of great design aspect too, but it's kind of similar in terms of the Photoshop tools. So I'm going to show you main, the purpose of this, software. Okay, so these are the tools that you're gonna learn today. And then before we go to InDesign, I wanted to talk about the resources for your lookbook publishing. So there are some, websites that actually you can make actual physical lookbook or ebooks through this website. So this is blog.com. Personally, I like this website too, along with lulu.com. So if you visit blog.com, the reason I'm showing you this is when you start to making your portfolio, you can kind of decide the size-wise, if you wanted to make actual lookbook, okay? So I will go to the product and then photo books, and they have the size, dimensions. So 7 by 7 kind of square books, and then 8 by 10, 10 by 8, 12 by 12, 13 by 11, and then you can actually decide whether you want soft cover, image wrap, or dust jacket. And then in terms of the, you can decide your paper quality. So usually, it's kind of affordable in terms of the making your lookbook, you know. So nowadays, you know, you can actually bring your you know, iPad to show your portfolios, but you can use this website to make a real physical book. Okay, so if you have about 20 pages, it said $34 here, but if you you know, add a little bit you know, colored paper, it usually costs about $50. Okay, but it's really great. So that's the one of the reason I'm showing this website. And then another website is lulu.com. So it's similar, but the book size is a little bit different. Okay, so that's why I'm showing you two options. So in the lulu.com, actually they have the 8.5, 11 size. Oops. So if you are selecting the, to know about the pricing, if you go to the photo book, and then they have the size in terms of the really small, like a pocket size, through the A5 or the A4 or the letter size. So actually lulu.com has the letter size options in terms of the portrait and or landscape. So that's the one of the reason I'm showing you. So but blog.com actually have the great feature with the Adobe InDesign. So they have the plugin option here and here. So if I go to design tool, they have the Adobe InDesign plugin. So if you purchase your subscription, you can download your plugin, and good thing is it's actually make your you know, you don't need to worry about what size you have to you know, create whenever you open the new document, or you don't need to worry about margin or anything. So it comes with all information here when you download those the plugin options. Okay, so these are the two options to for you in terms of the making your own physical book. Okay. Okay, so now it is Adobe InDesign. I start the software. And similar with Photoshop and Illustrator, create a new option here, but also has the start of your new file fast. So it has a little bit of the preset here in terms of the how you wanted to your you wanted to publish your images. So this is iPad, website, letter size, custom size. Okay, so you can actually click this one if you decide to make your portfolio in letter size. Otherwise, you can go to create a new. And similar with other software too. So I will change it to inches, but actually I will use just letter size. But again, it's up to you if you wanted to physically print or just wanted to have a different size, just to change this document size. And then you may name your files here. And one of the biggest difference between other two programs with this is you have page options. So because this is the software that you can have a multiple page, as a starting point, you can actually have a multiple pages to start it. So I will put the 5 here to see, you know, what happened. And then, you know, you can actually decide whether you want facing pages or not. But you can change this one later once you open the file. And another thing is margin and bleeding and slug. Okay, so because I think you work on your document Word file, before, so you know the margin, because we don't want certain content, especially important contents, located around the edge area, okay? Because whenever we make a book, we print out and then we cut out to make a book, right? So we don't want like our contents to cut out. So margin and bleeding, flooding is those kind of concept. We try to not to put the important image around the edge area. So that's kind of showing you. So if we increase the bleeding and slug, it shows you the guideline to prevent you to place your images around there. And again, this part you can change it later. So I just gonna do as a default 0, and then margin, you know, ½ inch here, and then create. Okay, so first tool that we're gonna learn about is page option. So we had pages, 5 pages at the beginning. So if you don't have a page control panel, you may go to Window and then click the pages. Let's cut out. So here. So now you see the page options. So this is a page navigator. Okay, so page navigator. So it is showing now first page, and then second page, third page, and then fifth page. Because it's not, it doesn't have any contents right now. You know, you don't know whether it's really showing the pages, but this is the page navigator, okay? Then, so you can scroll down to go the page, okay? Or you can use page navigator to go to a certain page. And then Control plus, Control minus. If we are using Mac, Command plus, Command minus to zoom in and zoom out is the same. It's all same in Adobe program. So Control plus, Command minus to zoom in. And then to go certain pages, you just double click. So I will show you here how you can delete or add more pages in the page navigator. So once you have this page navigator, do you see like this little hamburger icon here? So if you click the hamburger, actually it's cutting. Hamburger here, you can do the insert pages, move pages, duplicate pages, delete pages. So for now, let's insert pages because we want definitely more than 5 pages needed. Okay, insert pages. And then it has the A master. I'm going to talk about the master option in a little bit, so just you can ignore for now. But let's add maybe 3 more pages with A master options. Now you have A pages because you added 3 more pages. Okay, so these are the pages navigator here. So now I'm going to show you how to make a master page. Okay, so master page is kind of the pre-designed like a template that you can make. You know, so in PowerPoint you can select a certain design or you can make a master page. So it's a kind of similar. So, you know, if your portfolio include maybe 2 seasons, and if you wanted to make your own, you know, layouts for each season, you can do that. So it's the same as your page menu, page navigator, but just click the hamburger, and then you will find the new master. Okay, so now preset is here is a master, but I wish we're gonna create a maybe B master. Even you can name your own master name. Okay, create your own master name. So here I click the new master, and as a prefix you can do the B as the default, or if you want to create your new one, maybe I will want to make a A1 master, or let's change actually G1. So it's up to you with what master name you want to. Okay, and then now you will have two additional pages as a G master. Okay, so now in the page navigator, this means you will not have any master apply, and then this one is A master, and then this one is a G master. Okay, so to do certain things for the A master, let's go to A master. Double click. Okay, so now the page that you are seeing on your left side is actually your master page. So master page. So now this is the your master page. I'm going to move this one a little bit so I can move. Okay, so here. So maybe for A master, I wanted to do more likely for the spring summer theme. So maybe I wanted to add some title. So whenever you wanted to include some content, you have to actually create a rectangle frame. Because this is a publishing software, you need to create you actually need to let the creator frame, let where you want certain content, okay? So we're gonna select the rectangle tool, okay, rectangle tool, rectangle frame tool. As your shortcut is a F, and then I will put designate here, this will be my theme title, okay? So you put the create a rectangle first, always. Whenever you wanted to add the image, whenever you wanted to add the type, whenever you add content, anything, you need to create a rectangle frame first, okay? Then let's click the type tool. So here, type tool, and then click inside of that rectangle frame that you created, okay? So in terms of the creating a design in InDesign, there are not much options in other than adding simple color changes. But you know, it's if you are wanted to have a special character or special fonts, then you may create those labels or the images with Photoshop, then insert here instead of you try to make images from here. So again, this is kind of putting your images together, rather not just for the not for the creating a new design. Okay. So anyway, so I will spring, summer, season. Then this is too small. So here, type. You can change. Again, unlike other program, in terms of the modifying the newly added design is not easy because it's not really making design program. It's more likely for your adding combining your contents. Anyway, so I typed spring summer 2000 season, spring summer season, and because my font is bigger, seasons disappear. Now it shows the plus sign here. So you have option. Either you make your font smaller, select, and then do font smaller, or even you make smaller, it's still showing plus sign. Or you can make your rectangle frame a little bit bigger. with this selection tool. We learn about, you know that this tool from the Illustrator. So selection tool, okay? So you can make your rectangle bigger or smaller. Anyway, so I will put the type font here, and then like 24. Okay, I put the here, and then to move, you need to select the selection tool. I think I rotated a little bit, so I'll try to put back. Okay. Then I wanted to maybe here on the right side put my names. And then I create a rectangle frame first again, and then with type tool, and I wanted to type here, maybe this is 해진감 portfolio. Okay. And then I want my fonts, different fonts. I need to select first. So I want my font a little bit different. And then I want my font a little bit bigger. And then I will move a little bit down here. So this is saying 해진감's portfolio here. Okay. So whatever that you are doing right now is for the master page. Okay. Okay. So let's go back to your original pages. So now if we double click this one, it has the A master applied. So that has the edit images. But you cannot modify this one in here because you add these contents in the master page. Okay. So whenever you want to change, you need to go back to a master, double click here to do that. Okay, so once you click this a master, you can modify this one in terms of the location, but here you cannot do that. Okay, so this is just a page navigator, but if you wanted to change your master, you need to click here. Okay. So let's do that, add something for the G master. So go to the G master, double click. Okay, so now this is the master, G1 master page. And this time, because it's for the fourth winter season, I wanted to add the title here by creating the rectangle frame first. And then type tool, and then this time for winter season. Okay, and I type to select it, and I want it to be bigger, like this. And then on the right side, I wanted to add here maybe contact info, like email. UNT.edu. And then I want size 30. It's too big, maybe size. And then in terms of the font, I want this comic. Okay. Then with the direct selection tool, you can move your frame. Okay. Okay. So now you have A master, B G1 master. Okay. So A master has a spring, summer, And then G1 master has 4 winter. So let's try to add more pages. Go to the hamburger and then hamburger here and then select insert pages. And now maybe I will add 3 more pages, but this time I will select G1. Okay, so now you have 3 more pages now. And as you see here, small like letters written here, which means A master applied for this pages. And then G1, master was applied in these pages. Okay. Okay. Now I will show you how to add the content as a main page. So let's use the main navigator, to go the pages. We're gonna create a title pages in a little bit, but let's start the second page to add some mood board. Okay, add some mood board. So I will use the page navigator, double click. And before we go further, I told you, I usually put the designated folder and try to put everything here. And in a little bit, you will see after I export here, place the images in InDesign, and if I remove this file to another folder, and then I will show you what happens, okay? So I made a folder and then add all contents here. So I told you whenever you add some content, you have to create a rectangle first. So we will do the rectangle frame. By the way, this purple and pink line means margin. So our margin was a ½ inches, which means you can actually add content here, but try to put the important images within this guideline, okay? Okay, I may move this portfolio a little bit up. So you need to, again, you cannot change here because it's a regular page, but to change the master design, you need to double click. And then with the selection tool, then you can move. Okay. And then now let's come back your regular page by clicking here, okay? Okay, so after you create your rectangle page, rectangle frame, you need to select Go File and Place. As your shortcut, it's a Control D. As if you are using Mac, it's a Command D. Okay, so it's not import to place your images. It's a place. Okay, so File, Place. So File, Place, and then I told you have to have a designated folder for your files. So I will actually import place my mood board one. And like the Illustrator, there's a 2 selection tool. One is a selection tool and another is a direct selection tool. So selection tool is moving your frame. Okay, moving your frame. But direct selection tool is moving your images. Okay, so I will do Control G, Control G to undo. Okay, so now you realize if you click the use the direct selection tool, your image is actually bigger than your content. So you have option to use the direct selection tool to modify to fit your frame. So your shift key push it, clicks, and then you can reduce. Okay. So now actually the proportion, the ratio is a little bit different than your frame, but it won't really matter. Frame is just frame. But you can actually manually use direct selection to modify inside contents to adjust the, because without frame size adjustment, you cannot really show your work the contents. It's just cutting, right? So what option you have instead of using direct selection tool is the fitting option here. So I did the right click and fitting. And first option, fit frame proportionally, means you will fit your content to the frame. Okay, which means your still content will cut out a little bit. Okay, like this. So on the left side and the right side is still cut out. But if you do the fitting and then if you select fit content proportionally, it try to show all images. So there might be a little bit empty spot in your frame. So usually it's better that you select the second options because we want our content to show it. Okay? So I will do the next one. So I will insert image after I create a rectangle frame first with the rectangle frame. Control D as a place, okay? Or go to File and select Place. And then I will do the mood board too, okay? Again, my mood board is bigger, so with the direct selection tool, you can modify or you can do right click, fitting, and then contents, fit content proportionally, okay? And another great thing about this is sometimes you wanted to make a left and right side the same in terms of the labeling. So if you bring your mouse up here near the ruler, and then if you bring ruler down, you can actually use this blue line as a guideline to whether left and right side has balanced. Okay? Like that. And then once you don't like, once you check, and then if you remove, just bring back to the ruler. And then the blue line will be disappear. Okay. Now I added the rectangle frame, and then I added just blue color to show this is my title, so I can differentiate each page. And this time, actually, I'm going to go to my G1 page. Okay, so use Page Navigator to go G1 page, and then to add some images. So I will throw a rectangle tool, and then rectangle frame, Control D, and then third mood board, and then with the direct selection tool, right click, fitting content proportionally, and then let's do one more time here, G, so left side, and then draw my rectangle frame, Control D, and then force images, and right click, transform the fitting, and then fit content proportionally. So now, as you see from the Navigator page, you see, I added those images, okay? And then these are the master option. And in the Navigator, Page Navigator, actually you can move your pages. So you can bring up or down or switch, So you can actually change the page, order in here. And even you can delete page or insert page. You already seen. So we'll actually add new page with none. So no, design, no master design will be applied. So. And then you can actually decide whether you want new pages after pages or before pages or certain points, okay? So maybe if you wanted to add master pages before page, okay? Like that. So it's added to the current selection pages. So G1 doesn't have any title here because no master design is applied. Okay, so I will just add one more, and then actually I will switch this So I will just place one more images. Then I will show you how to edit original. Okay. So Control D again, and then let me add two more. Label. It's the Adobe Illustrator file. So now I have Adobe, my logo as the last page. And then I will go to actually one of the page, spring summer page, to add some illustrations. So draw the rectangle frame first, Control D, and then illustrations. Okay, so now I have those page fields, okay? And I just told you that you know, you can modify your original files here, right? So I will actually go to maybe here, and then I realize that my color swatch is not correct, or somehow after you add illustrations and my color swatch needed to change. So if that is the case, use the selection tool and then right click, and then you will find edit original. And because we use the Photoshop file for this file, if you click the edit original, then it will actually automatically start, and then as you see in here, automatically start the Photoshop software, and then start to opening the file. So it's automatically. I didn't open, but I just select the edit original, okay? So now I wanted to change my swatch color. So my swatch is here. Okay, so with eyedropper, I will pick blue, and then paint bucket. I will actually change to all blue, so it's easy. So then you will need to save. Then here, I didn't do anything, but you know, it automatically updated, okay? Let me show you one more time with actually Illustrator. So same as Photoshop, right click with the selection tool, right click. Let's do fitting first. Fitting content. Okay. So I have to go right click, edit original, and then it automatically open my Illustrator file. Okay, I didn't start up software; it just automatically opened. So now I wanted to change the maybe top color of this. Okay, so I pick this one, and then I change it to yellow. Okay, and then let me change this one too. I will change to green. Okay, then file, save. Sorry, I saved to InDesign. So because I opened the two, file, save. Now it takes a little more than Photoshop because it's a little bigger. So now it is automatically updated, okay? So again, here. So whenever you wanted to change something, you know, you need to do right click and edit original, and it will populate it with either Photoshop and software, depends on the file format. And then you can modify in each program, and then once you save there, then it will automatically update it here. Okay, so let's talk about the link. You know, I told you one of the reason why it looks so blurry right now in terms of the image quality is because again, it didn't actually have these images here. Instead, it just have the link, link information. So go to window and then have a link here. So it just show this document, this draft has these files here. Okay. So this is my folder designated to this InDesign draft. So for example, let's move maybe here, cut, mood board 2, and then I moved someplace. And then now if you go to InDesign, do you see this? It has a question mark and saying missing, double click to re-link. Okay, so you need to remember, I will double click, but because it's not there, I cannot really re-link, but I may move this and then maybe double click, and then it should be fine. Okay. Yeah, now I have the re-link. So again, if you designate, made a folder, and then if you just move work on your InDesign without accessing this folder, then you will get like those missing link information here. So again, if you wanted to work on InDesign, make a folder and put all the contents there, and then try to bring with you whenever you work on this InDesign. Okay, so don't separate those things. Okay, so we are almost done. The last thing that we wanted to do is export to the PDF. Okay, so now we have 11 pages document here, 11 pages document here, and then we wanted to export to the PDF. Okay, so you will see this export file here. So export, and it's kind of big, so I will show you. So once you click export, the most important thing here is you need to pick Adobe Print. Unless you are making ebook, you shouldn't pick this. You should not pick this. Okay? Oops. But Adobe PDF Print. If you select Adobe PDF Interactive, which means it's for the website, so the quality will be lower. Okay, so you need to make sure Adobe PDF and select Print and then save. Okay, and then you will create your PDF file. Okay, so I'm going to show you my PDF file in a little bit. Again, these are the tools that I showed you, I talk about today. So in terms of the adding contents, you already need to create a rectangle frame and then place, which is Control D. And then I showed you how to manage your pages with Page Navigator. And then, I show you how to create your own master page, and then I told you about the links. Whenever you move your main file from the contents, then it will say like missing link. So you always needed to bring your folder with you whenever you wanted to work on that draft, like InDesign draft. And I show you how to add your Photoshop or Illustrator file that you place. So right click and select edit original, and then finally I show you make a PDF file. Okay, so go to file and export, and again should be Adobe Print. Okay, not the interactive. Okay, to have the good quality, and then click save and then click export. Then now I think my file is somewhere. Okay, now my portfolio PDF file is generated. And then it has the 11 pages, like that. Okay, so we are done with today's session. There are a lot of more options actually available in InDesign, but again, for us, most important thing is managing the pages and then export to the PDF correctly. Okay, so this is just basic options for the InDesign that I covered today.